Hello everybody, it's vanburman here. Welcome back to another unboxing, I guess, although we've got to unpackage it first. Maybe I should have done this bit before, but you know, never mind. Today we've got the Stanley 99E. It's like the one that your granddad would have had, I presume. I think my granddad actually did have one. So, you know, just mixing things up with the unboxing knives. I know some people are always disconcerted when I get the samurai sword out, but that's actually in the loft now, so you haven't got to worry about that one. There we go. We'll probably put that away for a second. Apologies for the zoomed in angle and all that sort of stuff. I'll try and make it work if I can. If not, then, well, this will be a disappointing video, won't it? Right. Ooh. So I haven't actually said what I'm unboxing, have I yet? So this is the Legion, the Lenovo Legion something laptop, effectively. Hold on a sec, let me put another light on. Okay, so yes, it is a little bit of an upgrade on my current one. My current laptop, I suppose, which is actually not a bad machine. That is a HP Omen DC something or other. It's got a GTX1060 in it. This one has got an RTX2060 in it. So I have used an desktop graphics processor, 2060. Not particularly good for ray tracing. Then again, if any of you thought it would be, more for you. But no, this is just a sizable improvement. And it is, no, it's not my first AMD laptop, but here's my first Ryzen laptop. So there's not much to this unboxing as far as I'm aware. It is literally just you lift out. I've got to say though, this is actually quite nice. You know, this is fairly well packaged. Definitely, you know, as good a packaging as better packaging than I tried to do. So yeah, I can't complain. And here we have the laptop, which yeah, I mean, it's 15-inch or whatever the 15-inch, you know, usual variant is. And I should have read up on it really, shouldn't I? You would have thought I would know, because I have been reading up all about it. Do a lot of research before I buy it. So this one, to full disclosure, I found listed on Hot UK Deals. It was on Curry's website. Well, Curry's the one that sold it here in the UK, and it was also on the eBay special deal thing. So I ended up getting nearly £50, £42.50 off, I think, which actually made it a really good price. So we've got a absolute chunky big boy. This is a big boy, this one. The big boy power brick. Apologies for the sound, but it is what it is, unfortunately. We got this charger, which I think that's actually the same thing on my other Lenovo. I've got a ThinkPad as well, really old one. And this is a 230 watt, it does say. Don't know if you can make it out because of the plastic. See my face just about. Yep, 230 watts, so good amount of power. I should say, full disclosure, this is the like full powered mobile 2060, 115 watt, which I believe is what you want to watch out for. There's some gubbins. Literally no thrills in this box at all. I think, yeah, I don't think there's anything else in it. Gotta say though, you know, no wasted space, as minimal, I don't know what type of material this is. I'll say polystyrene, but whatever that plasticky packing stuff is. Minimal amount of that, maximum amount of cardboard. So actually, pretty decent. Which is good to see. I'm glad that we've sort of, there's a more sort of, what am I looking for? What's what I'm looking for? A move towards using less plastic, there we go. Mainly because, you can argue the renewable stuff or the whatever if you like, but for me it just feels more premium. You can recycle it easier. You don't have a load of polystyrene around the house, all that sort of stuff. So it comes in a nice like feltish bag, I guess. You know what these feel like. Yeah, I mean, it's good, protects it. Don't have a plastic wrap on it, I must say. I know they did it on the power supply, but that is what it is. We'll take a quick look around it. This isn't a first impression or anything like that. I roughly know, I know a bit how it's going to perform. I've got some ideas for videos I want to do with it. Very similar to how I did my other laptop video, if you've seen that or if you're interested in it. We'll go over the power, spec, everything else separately. This is just really to show it off. I don't have the full time to go for it at the minute, so this was hopefully just going to be a semi-quick video. So at the top here we've got these nice little indicators for the I/O. I don't know if you can quite make that out because it is sort of blending. I don't know if they light up or not. Possibly they do. It's also got the screen sort of set forward a little bit, which is actually quite interesting. It's fairly heavy. I believe it's 2.1 or 2.2 kilograms, so it's got a decent weight to it, but it doesn't feel, compared to my other laptop, it doesn't feel overly heavy. It feels how you would expect for what you're getting inside it. Now this is sort of seen as a cheap, one of the cheaper gaming laptops, but it feels pretty premium. It doesn't have, as far as I can feel, that much metal on it. It mainly is plastic, but fairly high quality stuff in terms of the plastic itself. All of this is quite muted, which I really like. It doesn't look gamery, which for me is perhaps a little bit of a better thing, trying to be a respectable adult. But you know, you can see that from these ports as well. You know, the fact that they're all like, there's no blue in it for the USB. I presume it's USB 3, or it might be 3.1 even, looking at the symbol. Type-C connector. You got your Ethernet port as well. HDMI out. No display port out, but no, you can't use the Type-C, can you? Because it's not Thunderbolt. We've got Kensington lock, and we've also got the power at the back. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm not really a huge fan of the power supply port being at the back. I prefer it to be on the side, but I will live with it, I'm sure. Around this side we've got a power indicator, a headphone, and reset indicator. I don't even know what that is. Maybe it's a reset button. I'm not sure. I'll have to have a look at that. Another USB Type A port. Another one, headphone microphone combo. Look, nice little detailing as well on the hinge. If we can focus. No. Oh yeah, there we go. The Legion thing. So I believe this lights up as well, which I'm minded to turn that off. So we will pull it up and have a quick look inside. So we do get a nice little dust or anti-scratch sheet, which I always find it bizarre that I still see people with these on their laptops. I get that you want to keep in good condition, but yeah, let's be honest, you're more likely to get some grit on this and then put it back on your screen. But anyway, everything looks as I'd expected it. to. I quite like the fact that it's got slightly more raised keys. Not quite as good as a ThinkPad. If you ever used like an old school ThinkPad, like the one I've got, which is basically just like an X business grade one, they've got really nice chunky feeling keys, and these are sort of halfway between like a gaming laptop and the ThinkPad keys. It does have the full number pad, which personally I really like. I know some people aren't keen on it, but there you go. It's got actually a really big trackpad, much bigger than I was expecting. No dedicated clicky buttons, but obviously, you know, this is how trackpads are nowadays. It does have the built-in graphics. It's got a 4800H Ryzen 7, which I'm led to believe is pretty darn good. And I think that's about it, really. No webcam on this model, which is fine for me, may not be for other people. And audio by Harman, of Harman Kardon fame. So yeah, like I say, not too much else to show you on this. No, there you go. There's a sort of like first little view. So as things currently stand, you can probably pick this up for about £900-ish on a worst day, on a bad day, I guess, in the UK, which makes it pretty decent, I guess, for considering the market, especially the desktop market. I feel as though I don't know yet because I haven't had a chance to probably test it, but I feel as though this could almost be a desktop replacement in many senses, especially if, you know, you're happier with sort of medium-ish settings, especially if you've got a 1080p panel. That's another thing about this one. This one is 1080p. It's 100% of the making up now, the sRGB space. I think that's the one it is. If I'm wrong, then I apologise. And it is 144 Hz as well. Presumably it's got the, maybe it doesn't have, I don't know if it's got the built-in G-Sync technology, but it will have the proprietary G-Sync technology anyway, because you've got 20 series GPU in there, so we can test that out and everything else. And yeah, I'm fairly pleased with it. It looks quite understated as well, which is nice. It's something that doesn't particularly look all that gamery. It looks fairly muted, fairly standard. And that was probably one of the big selling points to me. You know, I wanted something that's a bit more stealth, if you like, but also a decent performance. So for those of you that have made it this far and are still obviously interested, I will be hopefully planning on, no promises though, doing a video with this compared to a similarly sort of spec'd desktop in a sense. We'll talk about it. Sort of roughly the same sort of price that it would cost you if you were to buy both now. And I think that'll be quite interesting for me to see how far we've come. Now this will absolutely walk all over my current laptop, which I wouldn't have bought it if it didn't. But it'll be interesting to see sort of, well, the gaming improvements that we get from moving to this one. So thanks for watching, everybody. Apologies for the longer scoped video. Obviously I know it was just an unboxing, but I also wanted to give you my thoughts, talk through why I decided to buy it. And that then makes it a lot easier to do these videos later on, because I can then already know that I've spoken about those reasons and we can talk about just the performance. So any questions on this, do let me know. If there's anything specifically that you want me to test out, so I don't normally do stuff like Fortnite and anything like that, but if there is something you specifically want, I will try and accommodate, or benchmark scores that you specifically want, I'll also try and do that as well. Plan on upgrading it because it's only got 8 GB of RAM, and also we'll be putting in a second M.2, but I guess we will talk about that another time. Thanks for watching, guys. See you very soon, and bye for now.